Good morning once again. Mr. Thabo Maupa again, security training. Right, this morning I'm gonna do grade E progress test 2, which is the one that is done on day 3. Right. So it will be covering the modules that we did after the first 4 modules, which we did in progress test 1, which was personal hygiene and general appearance. Then we did basic occupational safety, and we did basic public relations, and then we ended up with the role and function of security, which is module 4. Then we did a progress test 1 for those 4 modules. So now I'm going to do module 5, bombs, explosive devices and firearms, followed by discipline, the one which you did, those things we did, salute, right turn, and so on. Those will be evaluated on a practical basis, based on how you perform the stunts. Right. And then as well as module 7, the use of baton for self-defense and minimum force, which you use in an unarmed combat. Right. Then we do module 8, which is observation, up to module 9, which is guarding and patrolling, the one we covered yesterday. So progress test 2, the same, it takes an hour. We're going to start with module 5, bombs, explosive devices and firearms. That is module 5. Question 1 says list 2 types of bombs, which is number 1, military bombs, 2, homemade bombs. Question 2, list 5 examples of military bombs. Then you put 1, limpet mine, 2, land mine, 3, anti-personnel mine, 4, demolition charges, 5, Black Widow, 6, what's that? TM57, right? 7, bombs mines, but we only put 5. Then question 3 says list 5 examples of military firearms. We're talking about AK-47, AKM, Molotov cocktail, Makarov pistol, Tokarov pistol, with things like Noringo, 38 special, Uzi, R5 and so on, but you only put 5. Right. Question 4. Question 4 says list 2 types of homemade bombs, which is number 1, Molotov cocktail, which is petrol bomb. Number 2, letter or parcel bomb. 3, briefcase bomb. 4, vehicle or car bomb. Right. Then that's question 4. Question 5 says list 5 immediate action drills on discovering a bomb. Number 1, do not panic or cause panic. 2, notify control. 3, mark location. 4, do not touch the bomb. 5, safeguard the area. 6, do not use radio within 50 meters proximity. Right, that is question 5. Question 6, list 5 immediate action drills after explosion, which is number 1, do not panic or cause panic again. 2, notify control. 3, activate emergency procedure. 4, assist with evacuation. 5, help the injured. 6, secure the area. So we also only put 5 there out of the 6. That is the questioning on progress test 2. Right. Some of the questions are not there in final, but we're going to do the final exam together then, so that you can understand which exactly the questions that are there. Right. So module 5, bombs, explosive devices and firearms, is done. Then we go to module 6. There in module 6, that is discipline. They will say fall in, then you fall in. The performance is assessed practically. That's how you get your marks. But still the minimum is 60% and maximum is 100%, depending on your performance of the stunts. Right. So they will say fall in, right, dress, eyes front, attention, stand at ease, right turn, left turn, about turn, open order march, close order march, up to dismiss. Right. Then the way you perform those stunts according to the way that I showed you, that's how you earn your marks for module 6. Module 7 it will be now self-defense and minimum force, where you'll be blocking the whatever, the pattern, and then you thrust, you also attack. Then your marks will also be based on your performance on using the pattern. Then module 8, observation. Right. Question 1 says, list 3 aims of observation. Number 1, to supply a true account which would enable the court to come to a logical conclusion. Aim number 2, to ensure that clues which would be of assistance in solving crime are not lost or overlooked. Number 3, to be capable to observe and describe minutely people, vehicles, objects or parcels and scenes of crime. Those are the 3 aims of observation which they are asking on question 1, which is progress test 2. Still in the final 3 aims, they want it as the first question. Right. Question 2 says, list 7 obstacles that may hamper objective observation. Right. We've got nervous tension, fear, we've got things like political affiliation, religious beliefs, and then what else is there? That's fear, nervous tension. Aggression also is one of them, but they only want 7, because remember I gave you 10. Only 7 on progress test 2. Final, the factors that may hamper objective observation, they are not there. All right. That is question 2. Question 3 says, list 5 senses to be used during observation. We've got sense of sight, which is the eyes, sense of hearing, which is the ears, sense of smelling, the nose, sense of taste, the tongue, sense of feeling, the hands. Right. That's question 3. Question 4, list 5 description patterns of people. Build, age, race, gender, height, hair. They only want 5. That is sitting at question 4. Question 5 says, list 5 description patterns of vehicles. We've got make, model, color, registration number, year of manufacture, description. Right. It's question 5. Question 6 says, list 5 description patterns of objects, which is the shape of the object, the color of the object, the form of the object, and then signs of damage, signs of, wear and tear, and so on, but they only want 5. So, observation, the questioning progress test 2, they are done. Then we go to module 9 now, guarding and patrolling, the one which we did yesterday. Question 1 says, list 5 security risks. Then we've got trespass, arson, housebreaking, robbery, terrorist attacks, right, theft. Right. So that is question 1. Question 2, list 5 physical barriers. We've got walls, fences, gates, locks, lights, alarms, CCTV. Yes, those are physical barriers. Then last question is only 3 questions. Here in the progress test 2 as well as in the final, it's only 3 questions. It doesn't change. The last question says, list 5 equipment of a guard, which is, we've got number 1, baton, 2, two-way radio, 3, whistle or panic button, 4, pepper spray, 5, firearms if issued, 6, even a dog if issued. That is the equipment of a guard. Thank you very much for listening to my progress test 2. Later on, I'm gonna now start doing the last part, which is done on day 3 up to day 4. That is the remaining 4 modules, which is module 10, correct use of a fire extinguisher, module 11, basic radio and telephone communication, then module 12, basic public relations, as well as module 13, which is titled industrial relations. So those are the 4 modules remaining. After that, then we do the progress test 3 and we do the final. Then we are done with it. Then we go straight to D. I want to do D and C and finish, then start doing armed response and CIT. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Thanks for your support. See you in the next one.